Hello, it's Natasha. Thanks for joining me. I have a kettlebell workout. We're doing 4 Tabatas. A dumbbell will work as well. Go ahead and crisscross those arms, swing them out. Here's your warm up. Fingers on shoulders and big circle sweeps, big elbow circles. Inhale, arms up, lateral stretch. Give your wrist a little tug over and other side. Squat down. Reach to the left. Squat down, elbows to knees, side stretch. Keep that going. Sit in your chair, elbows to knees, arms stretch over to the side. And waking up through that side body, obliques. Halfway fold, moving into a good morning. Inhale up, exhale, halfway fold. Lengthen the tailbone back, crown of the head and heart forward. Keep this one. Squat down from your half fold. Think a little yogi squat called malasana. You can even start to pry the knees apart at the bottom. So halfway lift, yogi squat. Halfway lift, dip into the toes, sit back into the heels, chest open, fold. And now arms are going to go over the head and to the mat. Over the head, halfway fold, and drop into a fold. Do it again. Lift and stretch. And fold and collapse. You can bend the knees as you release as well. Halfway lift to forward fold. Windmills, halfway lift to a little cross tap, opposite toes. You can bend the knees if you need to. You can also start to turn this into a lateral lunge, lunging the direction you're going to toe tap. Toy soldiers up high, little cross tap, straight arms, straight legs, twist and tap. Fingers to opposite toes, initiating from the core. Beautiful. Shake out those wrists. We're going to get on the hands a little bit. Plank walks. Walk out to plank. Swing the hips through upward facing dog and back to plank walk. Do it again. Plank walk forward. Press those shoulders down. Spread your fingers. Swing the hips through. Up dog. Stretch front body. Plank and walk back. Walk it forward. Swing the hips through. Up dog. Now side plank. Up dog. Swing hips through. Scoop up. Side plank other direction. Your arm can lift and lower. Maybe you circle out the wrist. Again, sweep into your up dog, lift into your side plank. Sweep into your up dog, lift and turn, side plank. Any shoulder or wrist stretching while you're there. And drop onto the knees. Cat cow, round and arch. Push the mat away and pull it back. Some thoracic twists. Bring your right hand behind your head at the base of the skull and lift and lower the elbow a few times. And you'll switch. Left hand at the base of the skull, rotating the elbow all the way up and all the way down. Stretch those wrists and fingers in all different directions. This is really your time to just prepare the body. So if there's anything else you want to do before, now is the time. So wrists, toes, shoulders. You can rock onto the tippy toes, stretching the arches of the feet, and you can circle out through the wrists. From this kneeling position, we're going to thrust the hips and step the right foot forward into a low lunge, and then retract it right back. Thrust the hips, left foot steps, low lunge, lift out of it, bring the knees to meet. Again, step forward, thrust, and right foot. You can circle your arms back in that lunge a few times. Shifting into a half split low lunge, and then pull the knees back to meet. Step forward on the left, some big arm circles, reaching the heart up, kind of sinking into the lunge to where it feels good. Then staying for the half split, opening up the hamstrings. And come back, step it to the top. All right, we're going to do a couple rounds of exercises with the kettlebell, starting with deadlifts. So grab your kettlebell and just flat back, arms hang long, lift and lower. Extend the heart forward and that tailbone back. Keep the knees pretty straight. You don't have to touch all the way down. Go to your range of motion. Just getting used to picking up the kettlebell. Now it's a little sumo high pull. Dip and elbows up like you're zipping up a sweater. The momentum comes from the hip thrust, so just kind of squeeze those inner thighs, glutes, and pop out as you lift the elbows. And now regular swings. Keep it really efficient. You're not really dipping down really far in the upper body. You're just pulling the weight right in between the legs and thrusting the hips forward. The kettlebell can come about shoulder or eye level, 45 degrees, depending on the weight of your bell. All right, those were the warm-up drills. I'm doing a couple little extra hip circles. Anything you want to do, we're going to get right into this circuit, starting with hand-to-hand single swing. So you're going to swing one hand and then switch at the top of the swing. Take your time to do any last-minute stretches. You can always hit pause if you need more time. But drill one, we're moving into hand-to-hand swings. If you don't know how to do them or you don't feel comfortable switching hands, go ahead and do regular swings. A dumbbell will work as well, and you can pick how you want to hold it. All right, here we go. If you're doing it in one hand, go ahead and grip with the right hand, hike it back and swing. One swing, one switch at the top of the swing where you are weightless, no gravity up there from that power of the hip thrust. Swing and swing, switch. You'll kind of get used to maybe having your hand a little bit to the side of the handle so you have space to switch grips. We do a lot of switching grips in this workout. Break, 10 seconds. It goes by quick. We're doing figure 8 squats. You're going to pass the kettlebell or the dumbbell in between the legs and switch behind the knee. Go. Squat and swing figure 8. So again, it's going to take a little bit of practice maneuvering where you kind of switch the grab. I would put my hands on the corners. Try not to round the spine. Keep a nice flat back. You're sitting back into that imaginary chair, weight back in the heels so you can easily fit the weight behind. And 10 seconds rest. It's not much. Go ahead and get ready to hold the ball of the kettlebell, halo to twisting lunge. Go around the head and then twist to the back hip into a lunge, 90-90 with the knees. Try to keep the elbows close into the head and then rotate. Take the weight with you to the back hip, using those obliques to retract it. Next one might be a little tricky to get, so we'll practice this time. Go ahead and break. 10 seconds. It's a clean opposite leg lunges back, and then it's a kneeling windmill. So you can pause it if you need to practice. Here we go. Clean and windmill. Come up and reset. Clean lunge, opposite knee steps back. Side windmill, stack shoulders. If you have more mobility, you can lower down to the elbow, the forearm. Clean, wrap that weight behind the forearm, and then side bend in the kneeling position. Break. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So hopefully you got that. This time I have the weight in my right hand and my left leg is going to swing back into the lunge. Go. Step back, clean. Side stack, side bend. Clean and lunge, windmill side press. Clean and lunge. Maybe you go down to the forearm if it feels good for you. If you're unfamiliar with a clean, maybe just use a dumbbell for this. 10 seconds rest. Sit-ups. We're going to come all the way down onto our back. One sit-up, stretching the arms over the head, and then one shoulder press. Go. Sit up, chest to shoulders. Roll down, roll up, pull it into the chest, over the head. If you need to set the weight down or go lighter, that's always an option. Try not to lose too much time because it's only 30 seconds of work, but if you want to just quickly set it down, form comes first. Charge it up, optional shoulder press, or you could just do sit-ups and break. All right, this time we're gonna toss the weight up, grab onto the handle, squat, press, tricep dip. Grab onto the handle, toss it up, catch the ball, squat, press, try dip, bend and straighten, reset. Catch, squat, press, and try dip. Okay, get that sequence. You'll have one more round to practice if you're a little bit lost. Tried to keep them pretty simple, but I also want to have fun, not get bored. Elbows close to ears and break. Last one, we have skaters with the weight if you can handle it. If you have the kettlebell, grab the handles and turn the bell towards your belly and go. Side to side, swing the weight to your hip, and then you can decide if you jump or not and how big you want to twist that movement. So you got some biceps, some shoulders, and then obliques, and of course the legs. Keep it up. This one's going to feel long because it's just a simple move, but you are almost there. Push. You got it. And break. Beautiful job. You have about 1 minute to do whatever it is you'd like. Water, towel off if you're starting to sweat, stretch, or maybe you want to do some cardio, jumping jacks, or jump rope. Your choice. And then we repeat these drills again. All right, we're gonna think about coming back to our mat, grabbing the kettlebell, setting yourself up for the second Tabata, which is a repeat of the first, so you know the moves. I'll cue a little bit less this time. Go ahead and set up for your first drill, which are these hand-to-hand swings. If you don't want to do hand-to-hand, regular swings work too. Here we go. On the clock. Swing and then switch at the top. One-handed to switch grab. Ten seconds recovery. We have the squats, figure 8, pass the bell through the legs in 3, 2, 1, go. And 10 seconds, you can set the kettlebell down quickly. Halo, lunge, twist. You'll pick up the handles or the ball if you have a kettlebell and go around the head, rotate, take that weight to the back hip as you twist behind you. Quick break. Next one is the clean with the opposite leg lunging back, side bend windmill on the knees. Pick up the kettlebell in the left hand, right leg lunges, go. Side bend to the right, stack shoulders, come back, and reset. Clean and lunge, windmill. You can go as deep as you like, maybe to the forearm. Beautiful 10 seconds rest. Same thing, just switch sides. So if your right hand takes the kettlebell, your left leg lunges back. Go. Clean and lunge. Side windmill to the left. Stack. Quick break, come on down to seated. We're gonna come onto our backs and do sit-ups with an optional added push press. And go. Curl it up, chest and shoulder press. Roll it down. Ten seconds, get back on your feet. It's a quick transition. We throw, catch, squat, press, tricep dip back. Go. Toss it up, catch the ball. Squat, press, elbows bend and straighten. Find a pace that works for you. You don't have to go this fast. Ten seconds rest. You might want to set the kettlebell down because we're picking it right back up for skaters. Again, you can grab the handle or the ball of the bell and go. We're going to take that kettlebell side to side. As you rotate it from hip to hip, you can jump or just curtsy across. You did it. Take your minute of rest, much needed at this point. Your heart rate should be really high. Walk around, drink some water. We have our third and fourth Tabata, which are a whole new set of 8 drills. These are going to alternate between the kettlebell, or if you're using a dumbbell, and a body weight drill, so you don't have to hold it the whole time. I'm going to go ahead and explain what that first drill coming up is. You're going to pass the kettlebell around the back and then catch it over the shoulder, kind of like a baseball bat swinging back. So around the body and then catch over the shoulder. It might take a little practice, but you'll get it. Go ahead and start around the back, catch it on the other hand, and then push back around. And a little shoulder catch. You can pivot on the toes and knees, bringing them for the ride as you kind of twist behind you. You'll just catch the ball. It'll work with a dumbbell too. So again, that grip change, maybe holding on the side so you have space to shift hands. Break. Set the weight aside, come into downward facing dog. Dive bomber, up dog, zip up to plank, 2 knee tucks. Here we go. Slither through your dive bomber, up dog, zip to plank, 2 knee tucks to the chest. Down dog, dive bomber, push up dog, plank tucks. So just get that sequence. You'll have another round to practice more. Do the best you can. Slither through, up dog, zip to plank, tuck, tuck. You got it. Upper body strength. And quickly, we're going to come back onto the feet for our curtsy swing. So the direction you're swinging towards is the hand you're going to pass the kettlebell to. Here we go. Curtsy and then swing and switch. Bend those knees, send the hips back. Thrust the hips forward to get that momentum to lift that weight up. You got this. Simple moves always feel the longest. And break. We have a half burpee. We're going to jump back, jump in 2 times, and then you have the option to roll back and jump. Go. Jump back, jump in, stand, jump back, jump in. Now your option is jump back, jump in, roll, and then jump into the burpee. That doesn't work for everyone's ankles, knees, hips, so just see if you want to do the half burpees, or you can even step instead of jump, or you can add in that little seated roll. Jump in, roll, then press jump into plank. Stand. All right. Again, you'll have another chance on these. You're on your 10 seconds. We're going to pick up the kettlebell and do an abdominal roll to side plank. Think of a Turkish get up. Here we go. Roll it up. Lift the hips. Walk into a side plank. Come back. So your left leg is extended. Your right hand has the kettlebell. Roll up. Use that bottom arm for assistance. And then press up to side plank. Roll down, tuck the chin, roll up, press onto the hand, lift the hips, walk into side plank, stack, step back, and roll. Same side whole time. We'll switch on the next round in 2, 1, and break. So now take the kettlebell into the left hand. Right leg is going to extend long. You'll roll up, lift the hips. Go. Exhale, tuck the chin, press up to the hand, lift the hips, and then walk into a side plank. Step back, sit, roll back. Use this first round if you haven't seen it before as your practice round. And again, we get to hit these twice. So you'll really feel more confident on the second round. And maybe you're repeating this class, which is awesome because then you can really push yourself. And 10 seconds. Back to no weight. We're going to set the weight aside. Jumping lunges, jumping squats. Here you go. Lunge, jump in. Lunge, jump in. Squat, jump in. Squat, jump in. Of course, you can take out the jumps if you are not jumping for any reason. You could even make it harder by skipping the jack in. You could just lunge, lunge, squat, jump, squat, jump. Last exercise, you're on your 10 seconds. Go ahead and grab the kettlebell again, maybe a heavy one. Challenge yourself. 3 level swings. Squat swing, mid swing, high swing, go. Squat swing, sit back, mid, Russian swing, over the head, American swing. Squat low, mid, and high. Try to get that sequence. The squat swing's a little awkward. If you've never done it before, it does take a little practice to sit as you throw the weight up. Over the head. Yes. And you did it. That was your second set of 8 drills. So if you were a little confused, hopefully you can push a little harder on this next round. Get your kettlebell around the world, that shoulder catch. Here's your countdown. Pass it behind the back. Go. Around the back, shoulder catch, twist. Pivot. So you're bringing the knee and picking up that heel. Set it down. Come to downward facing dog. Dive bomber, up dog. Scoop into plank, 2 knee tucks. And go. Bend the elbows, slither through. Up dog, zip to plank, tuck, tuck, press back. Beautiful. Come back to your feet, pick up your kettlebell, curtsy, swings, lateral, moving side to side. Go. Right down the side of the body. You only bend forward, hinge forward about 45 degrees. And 10 seconds, set the weight down. We have our half burpee, or maybe you add that little Pilates style roll back. Go. Jump back, jump in. You could keep these, or you can jump in, roll, jump forward, plank, jump in. All right, so maybe 2 half burpees, and then you add that little roll plank. Do what works for your body. Ten seconds. It's a quick transition. Grab your kettlebell. You're on your back for the Turkish get up, roll up, just the bottom part of the roll up, into side plank. And go. Opposite hand and leg are extended. Roll up, walk into side plank, walk back, roll down. So if your left hand has the kettlebell, your right leg is straight. Roll up, use that bottom hand if you need to, as much as you need to, and then press into that side plank. You got it. Switch. 10 seconds to just switch hands. Whatever hand the kettlebell is in, the opposite leg is straight. Opposite hand is out for support. Go. Roll up. You can walk the hand a little bit behind you so you're in a nice setup for side plank too. Roll, tuck the chin, press up, walk into side plank. You did it. 10 seconds to get on your feet. Set the kettlebell aside. Jumping lunges, jumping squats. 2 more rounds to go. You are almost there. Go. Lunge, hop, squat, hop. Or any variation you want to do right now. I do want you to push yourself. Get yourself out of breath. Work really hard. Even if you're not jumping, you can still get that heart rate up high. Perfect. Pick up the kettlebell for your last round. We have the 3-level swing. Squat swing, low, mid, high. Hike it back and go. Squat swing, mid-level swing, and then high over the head. low. That Russian swing is kind of mid-level. The American swing goes high. You did it. Beautiful job. Set that kettlebell off the mat. We're going to just do some cooling down stretches here. Come into downward facing dog. Take some breaths. Swing the right leg up high, down dog split, and then step outside your right pinky for a lizard lunge. You can just open up the chest, press on the inner thigh, back knees down, and then step back to your down dog split. Same leg, step into pigeon. Swing the knee forward towards right wrist. Fold your pigeon. Lift it up and press on back. This time, lift your leg and step in between your hands. Low to high lunge. Crescent lunge, cactus the elbows. Now instead of bending the front knee, try to bend the back knee and straighten the front knee. A little reverse action lunge. Come on back. Step back to downward facing dog. We'll repeat that by lifting up the left leg, down dog split, left toes to sky. Step outside left pinky, lizard lunge. You can drop the right knee. Send the heart forward, maybe gently press on the inner thigh, rotating externally through the hip. Go where it feels good. Hands down, step back, down dog split, left leg up again, swinging into pigeon this time. Left knee towards left wrist, lift, and then we'll fold into it. Lift back up. Hands down. Tuck your right toes, down dog split. You can hop in if you feel a little wide. Step in between the hands for lunge, sweep the arms up, high lunge. Cactus the elbows, gentle back bend. Now instead of bending the front knee, straighten the front knee, bend the back knee. Balance here, setting the heart up, hips forward. Come back down, and we'll bring the knees to meet. Bring the forearms down, do a tabletop on forearms and toes, cat-cow here, round and arch. Sweep the right hand to the right heel, camel side sweep. Come back to the forearms and cat-cow. Camel sweep, left hand to left heel, swivel the hips forward, heart to sky, and then come back to the forearms for that cat-cow forearm table. Do it again. Right arm a little quicker. Sweep back, camel. Bring it down to forearm table, round and arch. Sweep back, camel left side. Beautiful. Come into a kneeling position. I'm going to do a fancy little hop up from the top of my feet to a jump squat. Up to you. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you got nice and sweaty and had lots of fun. I will see you next time. Thanks.